Wow.
Those vocals.
Being on a roller coaster, because that one really gripped my heart and kept going, like tugging and tugging and tugging, and it was like, I will not cry. I will not cry.
You really get sucked in and locked in on things, and not every video is gonna have a big pop reaction. Hey K-pop fans, welcome back to K-CordGirls. Welcome if you're new. I'm Free.
Mer.
And today we have a new release. This came out. I should really look this up before we start recording. This one came out on the 3rd. We're recording on the 7th. So, yeah. And it's Ateez, Turbulence. We're excited for this. We've seen the teaser. The teaser was awesome. And yeah, we don't know what to expect. The name doesn't really give away much, and even the thumbnails, because I always look at the thumbnail to try and come up with something for our backgrounds. The thumbnail doesn't really hint to too much either, so I'm interested to see how this one is.
Yeah.
So before we do that, if you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe for more, and what else more?
Hit that bell.
Hit the bell. We're gonna check out this video. Okay, on the softer side. Is this one gonna make us emotional?
I don't know.
Love it when those deeper voices come in. That's pretty.
목적지를 몰라 헤매다 쓰러져 방향을 찾지 못해 방황의 원더를 날개가 꺾이고 입술려 버려 무서워.
I love his rapping.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah. This is just like. Oh. The emotion in their singing, in their voices, it makes me want to pay really, really close attention to the lyrics, which is why I haven't been saying a whole lot. It's just a song. Wow. Oh, that's a cool visual.
Yeah.
끝에 우린 여기서 지금 모습으로 무엇이 돼야 한다면 나는 내가 되기를 바래 너도 같기를
Right?
Wow.
Those vocals. That's cool.
That is cool.
Those notes. Wow. So, I feel like this has become a theme, real quick, where we watch a video that gets us like really hyper, and then we get hit with an emotional one right afterwards.
Right? I know.
Week
It
in a
just
row.
sends me on this. Right? It sends me on a
Roller coaster.
roller coaster because that one really gripped my heart and kept going, like tugging and tugging and tugging. And it was like, I will not cry. I will not cry. So
It's hard when I hear a song like that because I really want to pay close attention to the translation, to the meaning. So my eyes don't know where to go. I want to watch the video and everything that's happening in the video, but I want to pick up on the lyrics too. So there's probably some things in the video I missed.
yeah,
Because I was trying to pay so close attention. Because when you hear a song like that and you hear the emotions in their voices, it makes you go, okay, I need to know what this is about. I need to know what it is they're feeling. I can feel it, but I can't identify it because I don't know the definition. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I was doing the same thing. It was like, I want to watch because the music video was just as emotional and was portraying their message also.
Yeah.
I wanted to know exactly what they were saying, so I kept reading too, and I was missing part of the video. It was really difficult to jump between the two, but yeah, that was really good lyrics.
And I also do the few things. I mean, like what I did pick up from the music video too is, like you said, it was emotional. You could see it on their faces. You could see it in the way they moved. But I like the subtlety and the effects. For the most part, the video is pretty normal. You know, they're each in their own little setting, scene, normal setting, normal scenes.
Yeah.
But then you have those small effects, like the paper slowly swirling around, and then the literally just like levitating into the air. It only happens. The effects only happened a couple times. They weren't like stretched out throughout the whole video. It was just like brief moments, but it was effective.
Yeah, there is some really significant things though, because it started off with the guy in the classroom, and he had this paper airplane that he was kind of toying with, and then with the swirling paper, if you noticed, at his feet was a paper airplane.
I did see that one.
So there was a few connected things, and like you pointed out, each was in their own scene. I actually found that very interesting because they kept each of them in their own scene.
They never came together in the whole video.
There was not, and the song, it was a very kind of alone type song. I just want somebody to embrace me or hold me, So, it was a very alone type song. I just found that very significant.
Yeah.
So,
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And there's a lot, and like, even trying to pick, reading the lyrics or reading the translation, trying to pick up on the meaning of it. There was a lot of, like you said, like that feeling of being alone, wanting to be embraced. But then there was also like, okay, what are we? There was like a big like, feeling of like, who am I? What am I? Wanting to be myself. But then there's also parts in there where it's, what are we? So it's I'm wondering if it's like, who are we together within different relationships? Doesn't even have to be like romantic relationships. It could be like friend relationships, whatever. Who are we in different relationships? And is that the same person that we are when we're by ourselves? You know what I mean? Like, I want to be myself in all settings. And that's what I got from it, anyways.
Yeah.
I could be wrong.
Yeah.
I could be way off, but...
Yeah. Well, and I don't know. I'm a stickler for music being about individual interpretation,
Sure. That's a good way of looking at it, too.
Yeah, because there's songs where, the singers are writing the song about the birth of their kid, but yet somebody else is taking it as the loss of a loved one. and that's just how they're interpreting it. And music is universal in the aspect of not only, like we talked about, language. You don't have to necessarily know the language to feel it, but also in the sense of just interpreting lyrics and stuff the way it fits your circumstance. There's times where I even know what the song's about. I know what the writer was thinking, and I'm getting something completely different from it.
I never thought of it that way, but it makes a lot of sense. And I've had that happen to me too, where I've known the meaning of a song. I've, seen the artist talk about what was going through their mind as they were writing it. But as I'm listening to it, I'm getting completely different vibes, different thoughts, different, So that makes a lot of sense. It's how it relates to you as well. And I want to say one more thing. You picked up on the airplanes, the paper airplanes. And I'm just realizing the one scene, that was a flight, that was like a airplane landing strip.
Yeah.
And the lights, so there's a lot about flying and airplanes and that kind of stuff throughout the video.
Yeah.
That all kind of tied it together.
The lyrics were talking about flying and stuff like that too, so yeah.
Yeah. Definitely a deep emotional song. Which I think is nice to get, because I think our last few Ateez reactions, I know we did their last 2 newest releases, I think, which was like Deja Vu and Eternal Sunshine, and both of those had their own vibes and their own, they were both very fun, but in their own kind of way. This was still fun in the fact that I enjoyed listening to it. I enjoyed watching the video, but it has a much different vibe, more serious vibe. And I'm not as familiar with Ateez as I am with a lot of other groups. So it was really nice for me to see that kind of side of them too. Because I don't think I've seen that side before.
Yeah.
Well, we went from hyper to calm down very, very fast.
Right? Yep.
But yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll let y'all go. Let us know what you think the song's about or what it means to you. What did you pick up from it or pick up from the video itself? Leave your thoughts and feelings in the comments. Again, sorry if while we were watching the reaction we were super reactive while watching the video. Sometimes when you watch a video and it's a more serious, slow down song, you really get sucked in and locked in on things, and not every video is gonna have a big pop reaction to it. Sometimes it's just a more eternal reaction, and then we try and talk about that afterwards, which is what we did this time. So yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll let y'all go. We will see you all in our next video.